So this video is to make up for Monday when I did not record a video. Today's Wednesday. I think I said in the last video that it's Thursday only because it was after 12. I looked at it at the date, but actually I recorded earlier Wednesday for Sunday. Today's also Wednesday, recording for Monday. Talking about thought management. Reactive thoughts control us and really only are possible when we're in the victim consciousness, because that stressful paralysis of how we're supposed to be versus how we are being is when the mindset work as like deep muscles of awareness, leadership over our own mind, seeing the hidden beliefs that keep us stuck in self-doubt and stepping into our power of creating our own life. When we live in a glass house that we hide underground, it means we can't see clearly either, not just those that we're being inauthentic with. When we let the opinions of others affect our recovery, it prevents us from lasting joy and experiencing that joy and going after what we want to in this world and setting the foundation for future blessings. We can increase positive results when we stay at so we can increase positive results, stay at a status quo, and increase negative results. So all these take consistent efforts over time to compound into behaviors which aggregate into habits that lead to succession. So whether it's health, relationship, happiness, or income, the kryptonite is when we don't feel worthy. So worthy because we're willing. Vulnerability and worth are being worthy because of the vulnerability. So I am worthy because I'm willing to try again, to put distractions down, to put myself out there where I can be criticized, rejected, and humiliated, to take ownership of and accountability for myself, to be and do better, and to be vulnerable, and to trust others and trust myself, and to forgive myself and to forgive others, and to be honest and have integrity. I'm worthy because I'm willing to be a light in the world, to stop being a victim and choose life, and to be in silence and alone and single and unrecognized and forgotten, and get out of bed every day and maintain a pattern of recovery and have discipline and delayed gratification. I'm worthy because I'm willing to feel fear and discomfort and growth and love myself even when it's counter-conditioned and feels like a mountain, to focus on the beauty and glory and meaning and love, and to breathe in and be present and invest in myself and be not codependent. I'm worthy because I'm willing to let things go and accept where I'm at and work from there, and to nurture my inner child and let her play and dance and sing, and to learn to handle that which I never believed I could manage. Vulnerability is really trusting the real me is good and lovable, and others' real self is also good and lovable, and rejection is part of the story. Of course, correction and like correcting our course, this correction, it's like living an authentic life, the process rooted in a lifetime where it wasn't safe to be ourselves, to be me, and the vulnerability I tried to hide helped me to stay safe and included then, even wanted and accepted and belonging. However, it's not sustainable, and it's actually a suicidal, it's a maladaptive pattern. The rejection script causes me to remain in hypervigilance, which might look like sexual dysfunction, talking too much, not feeling peaceful or calm, rushing thoughts, IBS, short of breath. And it's preempting, presuming, preventative in order not to be rejected. Assuming that I will be rejected, and the fear is dealt by 1, avoiding intimacy or discarding when I'm too close, or parts of me I reject control or distance behaviors. And 2, fear is denied and I take a side against myself. A fly is in here. Abandon and betray myself in order to secure the individual because I believe I can't be myself. And 3, unknowingly abandoning and rejecting to protect. So, for example, people pleasing, I'm going to share from Lola Pickett. So she says that compliments can be self is responsible for building it up, self-esteem, support, assumption of being needed, can be presumptive, and can be compliments can be dehumanizing, reductive, or dismissive, and even compliments can be manipulative to be liked by someone. Touch or dates, I'm not available for that. I'm not interested, although I can appreciate your interest. This is making me uncomfortable, and I hope you can respect that. These are different people-pleasing tactics, kind of. She's saying we can get past if we look at why we do it and why it's not so healthy. Emotional impulsivity, cutting people off, talking over them, interrupting, screaming when freaked out, rapid-firing texts and emails, going into autopilot reacting. Boundaries, being firm and kind and walking away, not apologizing for them, and turning inward, we're training our nervous system at like a healthy narcissism of honoring that I'm inherently, intrinsically sacred, deserving, belonging. And needy does not mean the same thing as having needs. Codependency is removed from needs. Hungry ghost, like energy addict, versus showing up, which is that if I don't show up for me, how can I expect others to, since I'm giving the message I don't need support by invalidating my own self? Allowing myself to take up space. I don't have to take up space in other people's lives. 3, I can only show up fully for others if I don't pretend to always be the strong one. Always saying yes, right? Like if it's out of showing up when I can't actually sends a message to others they don't have what it takes. It makes these roles of victim rescuer. Saying yes, always. Not wanting to let others down. It's easier to attune to others than my own self sometimes for the wants and needs. Feeling like useful or earning love by protecting the self, by predicting for others, and even out of obligation, like guilt and shame. Gaslighting, because I see into the heart and soul past toxicity, and I think it's an excuse, ignoring that I'm being contaminating myself with myself and hurting myself with them. And 2, cannot inspire someone to change if they don't want to. Can help someone become a better version of themselves when it's just potential I'm projecting on them. And we have to use our nervous system, or even our anxiety, as an ally rather than believe it's pathological. That's working from the ground up. And I wanted to go into like some confessions. So growing up, my friends always seemed chosen and desired. I wished to be wanted so badly. My standards were so low, yet I was always so terrified of intimacy that I avoided sexuality until I was 24 with this man named Biam, who I don't believe really loved me, and he was an addict, and so on. Constantly worrying about if I was liked and needed, trying to perform and seduce and charm led me to make friends for the wrong reasons, and I felt sad and lonely, but I didn't believe I'd get better, so I stayed and denied myself and the genuine love and acceptance the whole time. I never told my therapist or counselors the truth about my pain because I was ashamed to be struggling there and be imperfect and need help, even though that was the point. I want to remind that I'm writing from 4 or 5 years ago about the past before that. And finally, I can see my parents were very traumatized, frantic people with the scarcity complex, living in fight or flight or freeze, and instead of being seen, craving it more than anything, they are good, lovable people, like everyone is, like I am. Like, we're all children of God who are precious and worthy of blessing, and I'm grateful for how much they did. It was their best. And I'll stop here and wish you positive vibes, and look forward to the next video.